Okay. Okay, before I could like introduce you, let me just greet my subscribers. Hi guys, so my name is Lisa and I'm currently an ESL teacher based in China. You know that I've been teaching in China for a period of like 3 years in an international kindergarten. And currently now researching information related to moving into like Vietnam. And I thought I should bring a special guest that knows the ins and outs and everything about like moving to Vietnam. And I think that he will like sort of like give us like more details related to that. So Shammah, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad to be on your YouTube channel, and I want to say hello to everyone that is watching tonight or whatever time you're watching. My name is Shammah Benefits, and I'm Ugandan, but living in Vietnam. I'm an ASL teacher and a YouTuber.
Yeah. Okay, so the reason why I thought I should bring you to the channel because I went through your YouTube and I thought that you share like a lot of information in terms of like requirements of teaching in Vietnam, and like, you know, I think you're the best person to share with my people because like
I might not be the best person, but at least I'm in a good position, a better one.
Yeah. Especially because they do hire native speakers and non-native speakers, and you are like from a non-native country, right?
Yeah.
Also teaching it because people think that maybe it's not possible, but since you are there, can you please like tell us what like made you move to Vietnam? Do you always want to teach, or what was it about moving?
Yeah, moving to Vietnam. I wasn't coming to Vietnam. I was going to Thailand. But through the journey, I found another employer that invited me to Vietnam and facilitated my journey. And I found a better paying job than the ones that the offers that I'd gotten in Thailand. So yeah, and I found Vietnam to be better than Thailand, culture-wise and the way of living and everything, and the people being so much friendly and good to me. Yeah, that's how I came to Vietnam. Being a teacher wasn't my dream job, but right now it's something that I'm doing because I'm passionate about children. I love being around children, and I love giving people what I think is going to be good for their future. These people really love English. They crave it. They want to be English speakers. So if you can give them that and you're being given money back, so why not? So it becomes it becomes fun and good for me, and
interesting.
And interesting. And being around these kids, like, it's also like therapy for people like us that are miles away from our home countries. So being around these kids, like, so much helps us.
So what are the requirements of like moving to Vietnam? Can you sort of like give us a brief overview of like maybe the native speakers and native and non-natives? Is it the same or just a brief?
I'll talk about what I know and what is happening currently, because Vietnam, just like any other country, they have laws, they change leaders, they change people that are in government, and when a certain minister comes in, things change. But at this particular moment, and I also want to give a disclaimer that I'm just giving you the information that I know, what I've been through, but I'm not a legal advisor, I'm not a migration officer, okay? So you should take the information as an advice, something to help you in your journey to coming in Vietnam. Now, for native speakers, firstly, native speakers, it is so easy for you to work in Vietnam because there is so much market for you, as long as you're from a country that is a speaker of English, like South Africa, America, and other countries that are called native speaking countries of English language. So for native speakers, you need a degree in any sector. But even if you don't have a degree, you can work in Vietnam. I've seen people that don't have degrees and they're working in Vietnam. Because they're native speakers. But you need a TOEFL. Even if you don't have a degree, but you have a TOEFL or TESOL, you should have that one in Vietnam to work. For non-native speakers, added to the degree, and therefore you need a C1 certificate. So that C1 certificate is from the British Council or any other place, but you will need it.
Oh, okay. So you, like, I think when we were talking earlier, you said that in Vietnam, you're not required to do a TOEFL or IELTS test, which is like a requirement in Thailand. So, which is like making the application process a bit maybe easier that side, right?
Actually, sometimes people tend to not to differentiate between TOEFL, IELTS, and then the TOEFL or TESOL. The TOEFL or IELTS and whatever, here in Vietnam, it is not something that they're going to ask you for, because they expect you to be even more advanced from that. You're not just a student, you're not just a learner. So that's why they ask for a TOEFL. So if you have a TOEFL, you've studied, you've known how to teach English to speakers of other languages or as a foreign language, as a second language. So in addition to that, the only thing that you need is a C1 certification that you're going to do on the British Council app. And then you also go through the usual interview process, and then do a demo class you come to class and do a demo. Sometimes you even do that demo online with adults that pretend to be kids, who act like kids in classes and what. And that is some of the most complicated thing that I've ever done. Like, these are adults, they're old people, and they want to act like kids, and then you have to show them like you're teaching kids that are of 7 years or 6 years old, and yet these people are like 30, 40 years old. And
so it's like pretending to be So my next question is, what is the salary range for somebody that is like the first time coming to, like, Vietnam? What can they expect the range to be at this moment?
Actually, sometimes it's not just because it's the first time that you're coming here. If you have experience, it depends on the experience and where you're coming from. For native speakers, it's different when it comes to salary from non-native speakers. And then for people that have experience, like you've taught in Thailand or China or Cambodia or other Asian countries, when you come here, you have experience. So you're not just coming from Uganda or South Africa and just coming to teach here. So it is different. So what you should expect as a non-native English speaker, you should expect something from $8 to around 18, and then per hour, that's per hour. And then
that's the hour.
For native speakers, you should bargain between 15 and 25 for native speakers, because let me give you something quick. Native speaking English teachers are really, really, really like gold here when it comes to employers, because parents really prefer native speakers to non-native speakers. That's a public secret. So, so you should know that if you are a native speaker, you should have that bargaining power. Don't accept anything below 15. Then if you're a non-native speaker, also you have experience, you have a degree, you have a TOEFL, you should also have that bargaining power. Don't say I'm going to take 8 because I'm a non-native speaker or what, because the jobs are available and you can make choices. Yes, as long as you're delivering.
So where can people like go to find like jobs in like Vietnam? Like, do you like have like recruitment agencies that you can share with us, or maybe any other social media pages?
The most easiest way to find a job in Vietnam, and it's funny, is Facebook. Go to Facebook and join as many Facebook groups as possible. Now, there's a mistake that many non-native speakers do. And I would like to advise you for just a minute. We all make mistakes as people, and sometimes you may not realize the mistake. Mostly people that come from non-native English speaking countries. There are grammar mistakes that you will make, and you not even know, you will not realize, because English is not your background. So some people make mistakes. They'll go and record videos, and they come and post in these groups. They record introduction videos and post in these groups. So by doing that, as a non-native speaker, you're reducing your chances of getting hired. Let me tell you why. Because in these groups, there are native speakers that are coming from countries from like South Africa, from America, or what other good English speakers. And then there are bosses that can speak good English, and there are even other bosses that don't know anything about English. So this is what happens when you post a video and you have any single mistake, or even if it's not a video, even if you post like, I'm looking for a job, this, and this, and this, and this, and then you make a grammatical error or even a typing error or something like that, then people will start roasting you. So 100% chances have gone down. Like, people will start catching your mistakes. They will start telling you, oh, you spoke this. You're supposed to say this. You wrote this. You didn't even put this. How can you be a teacher or something like that? So you understand. That's why I always advise people, don't post. You have no reason to post like a video or what. There is no reason, because employers are posting jobs every single day. And they're giving you their addresses, they're giving you their emails, they're giving you their phone numbers, they're giving you their WhatsApp and Zalo numbers. Why don't you contact them?
Oh, other than like posting online.
Yeah, because you're posting, you think you're going to attract people, but you're going to attract bad people more than good people. Because these employers, these employers are always waiting for you to contact them. They're not coming here to select. They're always waiting for you to talk to them. So by posting, you're going to find people like us that are working, or maybe we've been here in Vietnam for a long time and we are not being paid enough.
And how long have you been in Vietnam?
Close to 3 years now. Yeah, so sometimes you find a person like me. For example, maybe I'm a person that doesn't want people from a particular country to come to Vietnam, or I don't like blacks, or I don't like Indians or Filipinos or something like that. So I'll start roasting you after you posting something, and then I say, oh, but Filipinos are non-native, you can't teach English. Oh, you did this, you did this, you did this. And then the conversation will follow and follow and follow. I'll piss you off, and then even the possible people that would have possibly maybe hired you, they'll feel like, oh, if the fellow teachers say he's not good, then he's not good.
Oh, so it means that like what you're really trying to say is that like, be careful about like what you put out there, and it's better not
very,
to
because what you put there is what you are. You're not going to come back and tell me that, oh, I made a mistake, I was typing quickly, because you make the same mistake in class.
You're typing quickly, and now they're going to scrutinize more on you because of saying non-native and stuff like that. So let's move on to the next question, which is like, how's the cost of living in Vietnam? Like, can you survive in a bigger city, or you would advise anyone that is going to move there to live in a smaller city because maybe,
it depends on your choices, but I found out that most foreigners, okay, it depends on your background and where you're coming from, but most foreigners prefer living in smaller cities than big cities, in those provinces or something like that. But Vietnam relatively is cheap. The cost of living is cheap, the rent is cheap, and transport is cheap, and everything.
Do you pay your rent, or the school pays your rent?
The school will support you depending on how you're working with them. If you're working with them full time, some schools, not all of them, like maybe 60 or 80% will give you some accommodation, part of it, or even full. And then they'll give you some gas fees, something maybe 50% or something like that. Sometimes they will even give you food or something like that. Maybe they'll give you for example, they can say, we shall give you $100 or $200 per month or something like that, additional expenses.
Okay, since you lived in you've been living in Vietnam for I think 3 years now, do you think at this point you made the right choice of moving there, looking at the things that maybe you have achieved now? Do you have any regrets, or do you mind sharing that what moving abroad did to your life? Since
I don't have any regrets. I don't regret moving to Vietnam. I think when you travel, there are things that you learn, culture and there are things that you see and you're like, oh, wow, if people do things like this. For example, in Africa and the other parts of the world, they don't have this extended thing of where people live together. like the mother, the grandmother, the grandfather, the uncles, the aunties all live in the same house, and there's no privacy and anything. Anyone can come out with open, like bare chest, and the other one, like anyone can do anything. Like it's really normal, and that's not happening in Africa and even some parts of Europe and America. So those are things that I've learned. I've learned to live with people and be open, more open-minded. Like you can say anything. You can speak anything. You can, like, whatever you're observing, if it's not right, you speak it, and you do what. And then I've also learned to live with people of different, like, cultural backgrounds, different races, different ethnicity, different mindsets, like, so I don't regret coming to Vietnam.
Yes. So I know that when COVID happened all over the world, people started different businesses, and you have a YouTube channel, which is something that you started when you were like in Vietnam, something that of your thing of sharing information, helping people, and like doing what you're doing. And I think that people also follow your channel because like you are sort of like trying to sort of when you provide this kind of information, you're helping people that don't have or don't know the information, that don't have jobs, that are like poverty is just out there. You're trying to alleviate like that situation. So I think you are also like doing something good. And with your YouTube channel, when you look back one day, you'll say, I was in Vietnam when I started this. So
of course,
traveling really
Vietnam gave me that space, like mostly COVID-19. Actually, COVID-19 is the reason my channel grew, because I had given up on YouTube. I had my first YouTube channel and I made some mistakes and it was taken down. So and then this new channel, this second channel, which is this one, I didn't give it time. I was busy teaching and what. So when COVID came and we were at that time where we were not working for several months, I became idle. So I had to find something to do. So I concentrated on my YouTube channel and wow, it went up very quickly. I think I picked a good niche.
It's an opportunity, right?
Yeah, people really supported me. People supported me so much.
Right.
I really thank people. They really subscribe to my
because
YouTube
also
channel.
you're sharing information that is like informative. Like I think
and I also think it goes back to, just like any other thing, consistency, hard work, and giving out information that is really needed, solving a problem, and also being unique. Like, because there are so many YouTubers that are maybe in the same niche like me, but when I come up with something that is detailed, and the way I give out my content is different from the other people. So it also sets me up from other people. So I pray that
anyone that decides to move abroad, because I usually get to link this to the question I wanted to ask you, that one time somebody asked me that, Lisah, I want to move abroad, but I'm scared of like what I will do after life in Asia. Like, what can I do? What are things that one can do after like maybe 5 years or 6 years of working in Asia? So I'm like talking about your YouTube, that you started something there. Yes, you can start anything.
And why would you like be scared of something that is going to happen 6 years or 3 years from now? Why
people like planning in advance?
No. Sometimes you just have to go for it. Like, do what you want to do right now. Through the process, you're going to learn a lot of things, and you're going to see, just like you said, like me, I have a YouTube channel right now, but I'm also looking to going back to Africa, like to concentrate on a lot of more projects in Africa, more than here in Asia or something, because I feel more comfortable in Africa than any other part of the world. So
like after what, Vietnam, you're planning to go back to Africa, right? You're not longer going to for Middle East and other countries, right?
No. I want to go back to Africa. I don't want to go to any other country. I'm not planning to go to any other country. I'm planning to go back to Africa.
Or do you pay plan to open your kindergarten there? Your
I'm not
school,
planning. I'm not actually. I don't have school in my plans.
It's not enough. There you are busy teaching the kids that side, but you're not planning to take the knowledge.
Maybe later on when I grow older, maybe I would invest in education. But right now, I don't have it in mind.
In mind, right? Oh, you did mention before my last question, you did mention that you lived in Thailand a bit. How was Thailand for you?
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good experience for me. I don't know why. maybe it is good for other people. You know, sometimes
because it's usually say Thailand, traveling, nice life, this and that. So you didn't find it welcoming?
No. I didn't find it good. I got disappointed and I lost interest the day I arrived at the airport. Yeah, it wasn't a good welcome. It showed me that there is so much racial racism. Okay, let me call it the way it is in the country. Like discrimination was so much. Like just reaching at the airport, you will see that the way they treat white people is different from the way they treat Filipinos or Africans or Indians. Like they'll show you that these other people look like criminals or what, or they're not supposed to be in their country or something like that. And then like that. And then when I entered the country, okay, that was my personal experience. I don't know how other people feel about it. So by the time I arrived at the apartment at the hotel actually, where I was going to sleep, I had lost interest in the country already. So
you are just thinking that I'm out of here, I'm leaving.
I had a visa, but I left the country just 3 weeks prior to entrance. So I was there for 3 weeks and then I got a job in Vietnam. So Thailand wasn't so good for me, but the foreign community there is so good in Thailand. Actually, they are more organized than people in Vietnam. They are so good. They are supportive. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so my last question would be, what is the one thing that you have learned and that you take away with you from Vietnam?
The one thing that I take away from Vietnam is
I
think African leaders should learn to give opportunities to digital development. Because right now we are living in a global village where business is online, everything is on the internet. These people have really given opportunity to their people that I have like 100 restaurants on my street, but I don't go out to eat. They bring me food here. Even if I order, it's like maybe 100 steps from me. They'll bring it for me. I just send a message. I'll do what. Everything has been digitalized. I can live a full year cashless in this country without a need to hold any cash, no withdrawing, use my card or my phone or QR code or something like that. So this is something that I've learned, that if other countries or mostly African countries should adopt to this, like the development in technology, the youth, the young people in Africa need this, and countries are going to thrive. And those are some of the things that I want to invest in Africa. Digital development, like development in online, the internet business and everything around that.
Yeah, because like I think living abroad also like broadens your mind, like
you
learn a lot of things and you go back as a different person, which is like good. I think traveling and like learning new things at our age now is sort of like a good thing, not to wait for retirement to say when I'm 50 I would travel or when I'm 60 I'll travel. So thank you so much for like sharing the information with my people. I think that they'll definitely like like I'll refer them to your channel if like there's something that
definitely.
And they can also follow you. I'll also include your details in the description box, and I think you can also comment and answer questions if they do ask. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to all the people that have been watching this video, and I want to say I'm humbled and I feel honored coming here. And I'll be ready to come back and answer any questions if you invite me again. Yeah, I request you to
Yeah, for
subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Lisah's YouTube channel, and support her, support the girl. Let her get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watt hours and make on
Please.
YouTube. And yeah. YouTube, yeah, YouTube is a good thing. Yeah, you get time to share your stories and also make money in the long run. Yep.
Yeah, along the way. All
Okay.
right. I think.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. It's time, I think, to sleep. It's like around to 10 over here. What
Yeah.
time is it? 2 minutes to 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's what time? Yeah, 2 minutes to 9 p.m. So
Oh, you are like
1 hour
hour
behind. Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bye.
Bye.